I'd been a cab driver in this city for years, and I thought I'd seen it all. Drunks, lovers, businessmen, and the occasional eccentric passenger. Nothing fazed me. That was until that one fateful night, a night when I picked up a fare that would change my life forever. It was a rainy evening, the kind that chills you to the bone, and the city's neon lights reflected off the wet streets. As I patrolled the dimly lit streets, my radio crackled to life with the dispatcher's voice. Unit 7, we've got a fare for you. Go to 1312 Elm Street. Customer's name is Elizabeth. She's been waiting a while, so make it quick. I acknowledged the call and navigated my way to Elm Street. The address was a dilapidated old building with peeling paint and an air of desolation. I parked by the curb and spotted a woman standing alone in the rain, shrouded in a tattered coat. The woman, Elizabeth, hurried towards the cab. She looked disheveled, her eyes darting anxiously as she got in. I noticed that she was soaking wet, and a sinister, wild look was etched onto her face. She gave me an address, a place I'd never heard of, a destination that didn't exist on my map. Take me to Silent Hollow, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm not familiar with that location. Could you give me a nearby landmark? Elizabeth's gaze never wavered from mine. There is no landmark, and there is no map. Just drive and keep going until I tell you to stop. It was an odd request, and I felt a growing unease. Nevertheless, I started the meter and drove as she instructed. The rain pounded on the roof of the cab, creating an eerie backdrop to our journey into the unknown. The minutes turned into hours, and the city slowly disappeared in the rearview mirror. We entered a desolate, fog-covered landscape where the trees loomed like phantoms in the darkness. The road seemed endless, as if we were in a place untouched by time. Where are we going? I finally asked, my voice trembling. Elizabeth didn't answer. She simply stared out the window, her face a mask of anticipation and dread. My heart raced as I considered stopping the cab, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. The situation had taken on an otherworldly quality, and I feared what might happen if I didn't see it through. After an eternity, Elizabeth finally spoke. This is it. Stop here. I pulled over to the side of the road, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. We were in the heart of Silent Hollow, a place that seemed to exist outside of reality. There were no lights, no signs of life, just an oppressive silence that hung in the air. Elizabeth paid the fare and got out of the cab without a word, disappearing into the darkness. I watched her until she was out of sight, then quickly turned the cab around, desperate to leave that dreadful place. As I made my way back to the city, the rain continued to pour, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something fundamentally changed. I had glimpsed a world beyond our own, a place that shouldn't exist, and it haunted my thoughts. The memory of that night still lingers, a perpetual mystery that gnaws at my mind. I've never been able to forget Silent Hollow, and I often wonder about the woman named Elizabeth and what drove her to that enigmatic destination. Some nights, I hear her whisper in the wind, urging me to return to that forsaken place. But I know, deep down, that I can never go back to Silent Hollow, for it is a realm of darkness and secrets best left undisturbed.